Hello again from my front porch. I know it's a different view, but there's a reason for this that you're going to find out here in just a moment. Now, I am really excited that I have been able to lose a lot of weight, especially now. I had lost weight prior to COVID, but like everybody else, I put weight on during COVID. I didn't put as much weight back on during COVID as I had previously had. At one point, I tipped the scales at a little over 230 pounds, 235 pounds. I am proud to say I am now down to 180 pounds, which has kind of been my target weight range. I might still push maybe a little bit more, but I don't think I need to push much. I don't want to look sickly. I just don't want to be fat. Although you may be looking and saying, Paul, you still look a little paunchy. I do, because see, I'm supposed to be doing these morning exercises that tighten up, the torso muscles, so you stay, with your, upright posture, and the muscles are tightened in like that. And if I had done that, see, I would look much better, but I have not been doing that, and so my posture slumps and my belly is a little flabby. So I still got to work on that, which is kind of a good and bad kind of thing, because on one hand the scale tells me, hey Paul, you're down on your weight, but then I see myself on camera or in photos and I'm like, so it's a little deceiving, but there are still measures that prove to me that I am on the right track, and that is, I shared in a previous episode about, I think I did, about needing to get new jeans. Because the jeans that I owned they were all just too big, and I was having to really tighten up my belt to keep the pants up. The belt, I had run out of hole. I literally had to make an additional hole in the belt to tighten it up enough to keep the bigger pants up. I mean, it's just like, this is silly. And so Lisa and I went out and did some shopping. We got some new jeans. They're called slim jeans, slim leg. And I haven't worn slim leg jeans in ages. In fact, the size that I'm wearing is the size I used to buy when I was in college, when I was a young adult. Now, granted, it still looks a little funny if if the tummy hangs over a little bit. But the point is, my waist was larger. And it is now shrunken down to where I can wear these kind of pants comfortably. They're not even tight. I can wear them comfortably, and that's good. But in addition to the pants and the belts, there is another belt that I used to wear every now and again that I hadn't been able to wear for quite a while. See, way back in the day, I used to lead children's church program at the First Assembly of God Church in Ames, Iowa, and did that for a couple of decades. And during the summers, we would take a VBS program that normally is done over a series of Sundays, or maybe during summertime, that it would be done over a series of days. Really is what it is. We would do it over a series of Sundays. I got that backwards, sorry. But we would take a VBS package. It's intended to be done over a week or 2-week period of time, all the weekdays when you get kids together during the daytime to do this. And we would instead turn it into an every Sunday thing. We would use the theme and the concepts, and then we would enhance it ourselves. We would oftentimes enhance quite a bit. And sometimes we would, by the time we were done, you wouldn't even have recognized what the original program was. But the kids loved it, because we took over the entire church basement, and we would do backdrops, and we would do activity areas, and they would have their own prop stuff they're supposed to wear, depending on what the theme was. And we did an Indiana Jones type thing where we're in the jungles and stuff. We did VeggieTale themed ones, because VeggieTales were very big at that time. We did a spy one where we were training all the kids to be spies. We called it Mission Possible as opposed to Mission Impossible. So there's lots of different things like that. But one of the ones that we did was a Western theme one. In this particular Western themed thing, I portrayed the sheriff of this town, this Western town, and all the kids had cowboy hats and little badges, plastic badges and stuff. And every week they would get these and wear these. And we had our big main enemy was Black Bart, who is played by the youth pastor with a big old black mustache and a black hat. We had a lot of fun with it, put a lot of work into the backdrops and everything. We did that. And as part of that, I wore a gun holster. I didn't carry a gun. I had something else that I carried in the holster. It changed based on the Sunday, based on what our main thing was. What I had in the holster would tie into that. But the gun holster that I used was one that I had already acquired, because way back when I was a kid, my dad was a police officer. There were some individuals who were playing with BB guns that looked like six-shooters. And those got taken away from them, confiscated, taken to the police department. And then after a period of time, if things go unclaimed, then they can be acquired by others. And that's what happened to these BB guns. And my dad proceeded to bring them home. And so we had them there, and we played with them a little bit now and again. And now I have these BB guns. I've had them for, I don't know, 20 some years. But I wanted a holster, a gun holster for that. And so I went to a store, trying to remember exactly where it was. I think it was in Story City, Iowa, actually, maybe at the time. But I went to a store and I took in my BB gun because I don't know anything about guns. I didn't know what to tell them, the size of anything. So I just took the BB gun in with me, and I said, I'm looking for a holster for this gun. And the shop owner took pity on me and proceeded to show me where they were, but looked at the gun and said, well, he all brand new ones, and they were very expensive. And I was like, I'm not looking to spend that much money for this thing. And so he said, well, I have some used ones. I have some ones that have been traded in or sold in and stuff. And of those, he had one that would fit the six-shooter type BB gun that I had, and I was like, I'll take it. And so I've had that gun belt ever since. But like I said, I wore it way back when I was younger adult because I could fit it. But then as my waist expanded, I got to a point where I couldn't even buckle the thing around my waist, and I would try to just like suck it in, but nope, I couldn't do it. So then it sat in my closet collecting dust. And at one point, I even thought about just getting rid of it, replacing it with a bigger gun belt that I could get around my big tummy. I'm glad I did not. I did not do that. I still have it, and most importantly, I can now wear it. Watch this. Here is the infamous gun belt in question, and the BB gun. See? Well, here, I'll put it over here so you can see. See? The BB gun is not a real gun, it's a BB gun. But, okay, put that down there for a minute. But I want you to observe. Check this out. Not even on the first notch. Where's the hole? I gotta feel it there. There it is. There, it's hooked, and there's one other hole, at least one other hole, two other holes in front of that. Yay! So I go from not being able to put the thing on at all to now having it on, and oops, sorry, I'm trying to get my straps here. To having it on, and it's 2 or 3 notches in deep, however you want to describe that. But so there we go. So now I've got it strapped on. So I honestly haven't even played with this thing for a while, but so see, and it fits in there just nice. And look at that. And it's actually not even tight. I've actually got room. If I really wanted to, I probably could tighten it up one more notch, honestly. But look at that. Look at that. Look, it fits. Isn't that great? I think it's pretty great. Now, I haven't done stuff with my gun for quite a while. I don't know if I even have a fast draw. I don't think I have a fast draw. I do that, but I don't know. I'd probably be dead in a real gunfight by then. And I can do, I used to be, it's cold out here. My fingers are kind of stiff. Hold it. Okay, let's do it the other way. There, that works better. The Lone Ranger used to do a little routine thing that I thought was always great, where people would, they'd say, hey, stick him up and give me your gun. And he would do this, and he'd hand him his gun. But notice how my hand, notice how the finger is still looped in there that way. And so he would do that, and then they would say, okay, give me your gun. And as they reach for it, he would spin it around and have them on like this. So, it's fun stuff like that. But so anyway, I just wanted to brag that I can wear the gun belt. I mean, I don't have any reason to. I'm not going out wearing it anywhere anytime soon. But the point is, it is yet another measure of success for me, just being healthier and in better shape now. And I am personally really happy about that and excited about that. And since this is my show, you have to endure me talking to you about it too. So with that, I'll see y'all next time from my front porch.